Go get some tea. That's fine. I'm also like, I'm usually like not even like super into the receiving gifts or gifting gifts, to be honest. Not that much. Not that much. It's usually something very simplistic. It's not really hard nowadays anyway, too, huh? It's like, you can always find some small things that people do enjoy, so you can gift them. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Someone collects something, someone likes something, you know. As long as you know, there is always the way. Oh yeah, with this guy going somewhere. Alright, man. We have a mission. So you better get ready. And I need to get some souls. 12 users left. This one is done. This one has some users done. That's good. A bunch of users still. Not too bad then. Ooh, 1 second. I'm gonna go get me some tea. 1 moment. A pastry with quark. Let's eat them. A super breakfast. As I went to the store. Everything super Pepega. And the terminal is broken. And their payment terminal. Need to go withdraw some cash first and everything. Never lucky. I guess it's fine. That food place we're going. I usually use the cash there anyway. It was nice to get some there. Having a bakery nearby is very good. But having bakery nearby is not very good for your weight and stuff, probably. I can't say I'm going there often, but when there was no bakery, I wasn't going there at all, obviously. Back in that workout galore, man. don't need to go anywhere, move anywhere.
How about mixing up some potions? You look like quite an alchemist.
Give me ingredients. I'll mix you potions. I decided to do some comments there, eh? Alright, let's go on. It's time to load in the vitamins. Classic winter with the vitamin D intake from this side, eh? There we go. It's good. Now we are ready to go. Let's go, Ladramon. Pay them a visit. There was something we need to kill here, wasn't it? Den of Thieves. No, not yet. Not yet. Just talk first. Man, where are you?
Hail! What can Newham the Portly do for you? Aye, I know about those scum. Rotten bastards robbed me blind, they did. Stole a family heirloom. Bunch of Bosmer, if you can believe it. No offense to your friend, of course. Last I heard, they were holed up in Hirota Cave, not too far from here.
Is he gonna backstab us?
You'll find it north of Anvil. Good luck. And give it to those bastards good. Took my flagon, they did. Passed down to me from my father Rolf, and from his father Torvald. It's a wondrous cup. Keeps ale cold and sweet.
The flagon,
Been
alright.
drinking from a lousy wooden tankard since. It's just not the same. If you can find it, you'd have the gratitude of Newham the Portly.
Well, let's try him.
You go get them, and whip their asses for Newham.
We sure will. Oh, dude, we sure will. I wonder if he's gonna backstab us or something. I wonder, Let's see him. Alright, who do we have here? Getting torches don't weigh anything. Saying I don't really use them.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. You're pathetic.
What's happening there?
You're pathetic.
What the fuck is going on? Who are they fighting even? Is she mad indeed, huh?
Run while you can, guild rat.
I think she somehow like detected him or something.
To be impressed.
I guess.
Die. This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
She noticed him somehow. Seems like it. Yeah, like also sneak a bit. Yeah, some healing spells, I think. No, it's not a passage then. There's nothing this way.
They found us! Attack!
No. No, he was detected then. I got spells and stuff to them, son. I'm gonna get shreked though. Yeah, you shoot me. That's fine.
Take that!
Brother, you go ham too much.
Show me what you've got.
You better heal properly, dude, huh? Otherwise you're gonna die.
Just warming up, you pathetic worm!
I think I had some heal for others. Let me see. Got lessons with him? Yeah. Okay, the other way is here. He gonna be gone. And then get some of their gear or something then. I'll sure to help you. What else can we get from them? It was full. Let's see. The petrifaction base. Son. Long sword, kinda heavy, brother. Tell you that. Tell you that. I think some of the loot there. Sure would be better than what you have, huh? Nice, full. Nice. Actually, Dendring Blade is probably better than the mace I got, right? 1907. Yeah, that's better, right? Fine. Should ditch some of these instead, though. There's some uses there. At least 10 as I could use, probably. And this one uses 0. Well, these I can get rid of at least. It's 27 for 3,000. Still better. Whatever, we'll see what's there. What's there? I don't go here. There's not really much into stealth, that's for sure.
Do your best. Won't do. Die.
That one gonna burn.
Do your best.
Alright, brother, you're dying there.
To your own.
No. Oh, he doesn't die. Alright, let's see. Just getting unconscious there. Get up. We're done. Don't even need to be worried about you then. Not bad, huh? Not a bit too much. A little too much. We have something to process there? Looks like I do. It's a 45 agility, might be not too bad. Might be not too bad. Let's get rid of some of these. Yeah. I guess Chameleon might be kinda alright. Willpower, that's a good one. There's some more chameleons somewhere. This one was 45. 45 nothing. Alright, good. Then we can use it to potato. Uh, 376. I guess one of these two. I'll find some more later anyway. Come on, not enough. Could find this later at some point. Oh, let's see, maybe. Come on. There we go. There we go. Probably gonna find something else to pick up though. I just you wait. Oh yeah, I need to carry the flagon also. Find it first. It's probably actually could be there somewhere. Potions. That's not exactly what we need then. This one. I guess I could pick those up too. Whatever. Ain't nobody got space for that. Oh, a rip. Again. Can drop one of those maybe. Or one of these, fine. Like we have that much problem with money, but I could use some more alchemy. That is always good. I'm gonna level it some more. Yeah, good enough. Alright. More ingredients. Something else. Come on. YouTubers, good morning. How we doing? How's it going? Fine. Fine. We have pumpkins and stuff. Eat out. No problems anymore. E-Z. Anything here? Good day, super is nice. Offer you drinks. Said you couldn't focus yesterday. There was quite a few then. But no hangover sounds good. Sometimes you gotta have some cool evening. Yeah, no. Ain't nothing wrong. I'll probably have some a week after next one. Probably. Maybe the countryside house time again. A little bit. Maybe there's still gonna be some form of a winter present even. Right, there we go. back. It's right here. Convenient.
Hail! What can Newham the Portly do for you?
I got you.
Ah, you've got it. Thank the gods. Finally, my mead will stay cold and won't taste like goblin piss. Take these, and my thanks.
Take these. Who? A special brew.
I can't thank you enough for returning it, friend. Be seeing you.
Please wait, dang, dude. Let's report this one.
Hello.
We did some work. Give us rewards, huh?
How goes it?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Excellent. Good day.
Good day.
It's in the office again. The way up here.
So have you taken care of those thieves yet?
We did.
Cleared them out, did you? Good work, you two. I see big things for you with the guild. Here's your payment.
Anything else?
I don't have anything for anyone in your rank. Check with Burrs Grokosh in Shadenhall. He might have something.
Sure.
Take care.
You look skilled.
Are you done?
A pleasure to speak with you.
I'll see, I guess.
Bye.
I guess he is. Alright, she's home. Okay, of course. Gotta leave first.
I'd buy my armor at the best defense if I could afford it.
Hello. There's a chance.
Actually, didn't you have
Good day.
some trading going on, really?
Let's see if we can't teach.
Wouldn't actually level up this
Go hurt something.
on this level. I'll level up a train. Seems like I can. Actually, I don't remember if they have it.
Yes.
Just repair. No, I don't
Good
think
day.
so.
Good day.
Howdy. Alright, fine.
Let's do business.
At least we can sell stuff. Kinda cheap, kinda cheap. But whatever.
You drive up. An excellent bar.
Alright. We still have some uses.
That seems a fair price.
Alright, got him.
Tell your friend.
Grab these
Goodbye.
donks. Actually need to level armor anymore though. Let's go see if we can get some magic. I don't know, need it somewhere, huh?
Good day. Knowledge is the key to success.
Take it.
Knowledge. Good that you want to get. I'm willing to teach if you're willing to.
I can't anymore.
Take care.
Guys, time to rest already.
Hello, guildmate. Any new books? It's my pleasure.
I wonder if it's gonna be.
Good day.
Okay, this guy next level up now.
Farewell. It's my I can show you some new.
I can't. Can you show me shit, dude?
You too. A pleasure to speak with.
about training here.
If you want to learn more about training destruction magic, you'll have to find Brolsa and Darren.
Right, question. Oh, the destruction training. Yeah, question. Now where are we looking for you? Seems like not here. Or is it? No, doesn't look like it really. Oh, shows outside. Oh, maybe it's like second floor though. Yeah, somewhere out of here.
How do you do?
There's a blunt. Let me see, maybe there's a blade or something. Use that too.
Well,
A pleasure to speak.
How do you have a blade?
Let's get to training. Good day.
Maybe it is. Just a little. Scout level ups. Yeah, fine, I guess.
Good day.
That was blunt. No.
Go hurt
Don't
something.
need that.
A pleasure to...
I don't
It's
have
my
anything.
pleasure. Pay attention.
Right,
You can
look.
learn a lot.
I mean, that could be alright.
Knowledge is... There's much... Knowledge... I'm willing to...
I'll
Good
take
day.
it. Some spells would be nice though. Most importantly, I'm actually not sure if you can get restoration above like 75. There are teachers like that. That could be kind of nice. Alright, so where are you exactly?
Good to...
It could be anywhere really though. Not exactly in that direction, I guess. Not necessarily. Oh, there. I could go from some of these. Alright, Chino. Peter Mascalo. How we doing, man? How's the life? Yes. Classic. Technically not DGN, eh? No, not exactly, not exactly. Why not? Why not? Seems good, eh? I didn't sell all the arrows. Seems good, eh? Doing good, man, doing good, eh? Chillin', chillin'. Starting the day slowly. Another big one coming, eh? I think there's something else aggro now. Come on. There we go. Here somewhere. I thought I had this one already. Doesn't look like someone else. Right ahead, them.
Walk with virtue, friend.
Maybe here.
Be gone, stranger. I have business with Kinnereth's shrine, and I will not be disturbed. You seek training? If I were to aid you, you would first have to assist me. I would strip the creators of their works. You will help with this.
Oh, that sounds pretty epic.
Bring me 20 bear pelts.
Yeah,
As
right.
proof that you have helped tear nature asunder. Then we shall speak of spells and teaching.
I don't even mind that, really. But that's like 160 carry weight. Come on. Need to farm those bears then too. Oof.
Farewell.
Oof. You should be teaching quite well then, at least. Let's put it that way. We'll see if she can. Alright, Jaden Hall and guild them. Let's go get some quests there. Let's go. Alright. A bit too early. This one is open at least, that's good.
Good morning.
These are pretty early, yeah? See what I say. Fun times. Fun times. The new apartment sounds good though.
I've got another contract for you, meat. I assume you won't embarrass yourself.
Sure.
It's from Biena Amelian at the Water's Edge settlement. She needs something retrieved from her ancestral tomb. Try not to muck it up.
All
You'll
right.
find her at the Water's Edge settlement. It's marked on your map.
Think I've been there somewhere. Did I see what I say? The big one. I mean, they'll need it to be super big for the eco. But sounds good though. Sounds good. I would get the super big one. I assume it's gonna close the shade. No, I guess not. The water's edge. There it is, yeah. Have I even been there? Convenient. Let's go. I've been passing by here. I've been looking your shit probably. That's usually what happens when I'm passing by. Yeah, there was a lot of sheep over here, I remember. A lot of stuff to look to. I'll take it. That's on here. Go. What do you need?
Help me? Hello. You must be from the Fighters Guild. I'm glad you're here. I need your help to repay a debt.
Sure.
I am Bienna Amelian.
The horror movie phase, yeah.
I'm afraid so. My father had a bit of an issue with gambling. I'm afraid he built up a rather large debt. Now that he's gone, the debt is mine.
Where is
Gone, dragged from our house in the night. To pay the debt, I'd like to sell the sword and armor of my grandfather, or I might be next. A great deal over 1,000 septims.
1,000?
My father was quite a gambler. Quite a bad gambler.
That's like one pair of glass gauntlets.
They were buried with my grandfather in the family tomb. The sword and cuirass were enchanted and should cover my debt. Please get them for me. Not far in my family's ancestral tomb. Here, I can mark it on your map. Please return them to me so I can pay off my father's debts.
Alright, let's see. I'll leave them to myself if they're any good, eh? Living in the mansion, yeah. We'll see. There was indeed some horror masks. That's that way. Okay, let's go from here. There's probably also a mod altar nearby. They usually are. But it might be somewhere on the other side, I guess. Living in the mansions, eh? Insane, eh? I mean, you can get yourself some mansions. A little cheaper nowadays here. Since everyone's starting piecing out and selling theirs. You could probably get a bit of a discount. You can now even get like 50 key bucks. Like 55 key bucks, I guess. Apartment in like Moscow or something. That's gonna be a very small apartment though. Oh, it's the conjured stuff. I mean, why not? Sure. I'm just gonna collect stuff. While waiting some fancy shit. Let's go. A conjure stone. Living in the kitchen, yeah, sounds fun. Sounds fun. A classic. Crab probably, yeah. Son. Took it like a chump. From that conjured Dedrick sword. Claymore even. Big walk, hello. How we doing? A dishwasher. Wish Pepega with an orc with a full set of Dedrick armor. Ah, he's not an orc actually. It's just a very interesting Dodmer. Really, he just got some conjured stuff from the stone, eh? Alright, come on. It's either another crab or like a fish or something there. Come here. Yeah, there's the one. Así como que sé. Saturday work. Weekend my SMH. Shaking my SMH. I just got some free Dedrick stuff. I wouldn't refuse that. Sound from marshes, yeah. Seems like it. Seems like it. He's of a special kind, with a very narrow head too. Needed to adapt and overcome. This guy still hurt like crazy. No matter what you have. Actually can zone them kinda. The range is good. The range is really nice. I'll take it. Come here. Let's see what else do we have around here. Yeah, bone meal is nice. Yeah, the gills, huh? Yeah, that actually kind of explains the shape, so he's optimized, though. Minimax the swimming capabilities, huh? That's how he escaped Morrowind, I went for a long swim. That's a lot of mushrooms we have here. Ah, those guys. Imagine using silence. Alright, stuff is good. That's a lot of mushrooms here. What are these exactly? The wisp stalks were actually kinda okay, I think. 45 speed, alright, that's nice. I'll need to find some more. Something else with speed, that was carrot, I think, or something. Come on. Might be. Got some corpus. True. And Dedrick stuff is worth nothing. Oh, Peppo. Well, this one worth literally nothing. This one is literally free. Guess it's gone. Well, I mean, I technically have another Daedric one. This one is enchanted, though. The repair glitch? No, it was just the conjured stuff. That was just a conjured stone. When I was looting stuff, I accidentally used it. And I mean, why not? I could use me some free stuff. See what I see. Nice, nice. Come on. Hurry. Keep the bond gear permanently, I see. Yeah, I don't think I need that. Without even noticing it, everyone around already like wears all the Daedric gear and everything, so yeah. I don't even really need anything crazy. The fuck is that? A bruise of Oblivion's boots. Do we need like a whole set? I think we just needed the cuirass and the sword, wasn't it? Sword and armor, yeah. Well, armor. Do we need like the full set? Don't think so, really. A bruise of Oblivion. See what I say. And the decisions. That's where we came from. There's nothing else this way. Oh. It's like, what the fuck is happening there? Blazing iron gear. This one is even doing. Yeah, just pulling the road like this. Let's see. There's some insane traps there too. Zombos are annoying. Let's use some stuffs. Time to waste the load, eh? It's a good hit. Actually wasn't too bad either. There you go anyway. I'll take it. I was quite lucky. Usually it takes forever to get them. I gotta Google it carefully then, eh? I think it's kinda nice sometimes to get such information. Decision making when you have no idea how things work is not the best concept, I would say. But very common in RPGs though. Am I gonna have his ghost or something? Shield them. brother, there's gonna be heavy shit there. Let's kill you. Sometimes. Don't mess with that. Who did you cure us? Too heavy though. You will need to carry a bunch around them. By the looks of it. Both? Not like this. Get some souls actually. Some good victims for the soul suction. To recharge some weapons. This would be a good one. This would be a good one. Whatever. That still might hurt. Kinda does, huh? Frost on them is useless. So I'll take it. Bit too much. Did I get this? I didn't get the soul. I need to stay close to it. No. Come on. The drain, dude. The classic drain there. Oh man, what was that even? I'm forgetting about saving in this game sometimes. Oh, it's this one. Come on. That wasn't anything crazy. But still. Isok, die low. How we doing, man? No, they're gonna get some magic stuff instead now to teach. From some teachers.
Good to see you.
Probably. Oh yeah, I can still get this down.
Hello, Guild. I'm Verilor.
That wasn't him.
Be seeing you.
There's only one
It's my
particular
pleasure.
dude, huh? This one was it.
Goodbye.
Mark, if you want to learn more about
Yeah, okay, we have this one already.
good that you want to get better.
You can help me to get better. Is it gonna be there's like exclamation mark mods. I'm forgetting to add a bit more though. A little bit more there. CNB and Oblivion Reloaded. Combined. That are not these combined, to be honest. Let's go Pepega. Let's go in How's life. PNB, like upgraded weather. Immersive houses. With the see-through windows and everything. It looks a bit nicer. Yeah, it is. It is. It's like some of the days and environments are kind of weird, and some are super good. Hey, hello. A dredge coming out March 30th. Nice, nice. If I'll get my hands on it, that would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Alright, fine. A bunch of time wasted. The Redfall? Well, I mean, if you have someone to play with, then sure. I feel like solo it's not gonna be that good. I feel. You're the first person, actually, I hear saying that, I feel. To be honest, not gonna lie. The type to fuck about, I guess. They want to do something there, not really. Let's go, AG. Let's get the quiz done. Sleeping here, right? Should be at least. Get up.
I've got another.
Yeah, sure.
Haul your
See
carcass to
that.
that settlement, meat.
And the type to fuck about the skills and stuff. Not sure how like big of an open world it will be actually, really though. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's good in solo that much. Yeah, probably alrighty. Just like the full price and stuff, probably a bit chunky. But actually, if there will be nothing else to do, I might check it on Game Pass maybe. But I'm not sure if I'll have it at that point already. It should be over next month, I think, and then we'll see if Microsoft will continue hooking me up. They usually do, but sometimes they have breaks between the sessions with Game Pass. Maybe I'm not gonna be giving that Game Pass for spring because way too much good stuff going on.
Hello. You must be from the...
Yeah, sure.
Not...
Sure, let's get this. Fine.
You're my only hope.
The GSC. It might be, you know, I think that's actually a good one. The actually good mechanics that he's familiar with them. So he keeps going back to them. kinda bright. The shrine. Do I want to get it again? That's somewhere like here on the way. There it is. There's just a bunch of plants around. Not sure if I'll get that. I guess might as well. A free dead rig gear doesn't sound that bad. Loot first. Well, if you also kind of every time pay more, then for sure. Some things, you know, you need to kind of test a bit. Had those issues before. They just said something, then you need to use it for some time, see how things go. Especially nowadays, when they reset a bunch of stuff digitally. And a whole bunch of stuff nowadays requires a little bit of teaching. It needs to adapt first. Then you see how it works. Did it adapt right or not? And then you need to reset it again. And then you do some other changes. Then you reset it again. Had that shit with, not sure the English names for all that stuff. But yeah, I've been through that. That was very annoying. Coffee, hello. Good morning.
Oh. Ah.
Penitent, hello. Good morning. How we doing? All this. The gold. The gold. Go in again. Let's see this time better and more. Better and more saves. Any fish gear? No fish gear. Sure. Payments resolved yet? No. Why would they? Why would they? Why would they? Got nothing really changed, so they ain't gonna get resolved anytime soon, probably. That's how things probably will go for a while now. So now let's health fortify, that's good. these Scale is quite brutal too. Let's chill. There we go. Payments could be resolved any moment if Twitch really wanted to. I don't think they do. I'm gonna wait until shit will resolve itself. Well, shit ain't gonna resolve itself anytime soon. It doesn't seem like it at all, eh? I can do it on the way back, I guess. It's not waste time. I still have enchanted shit. Do you still be resolved now? We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, sir. Well, I think this year is still gonna be a pretty fucked 100%. And then we'll see. Why do you see me there? One HP there. There we go. That's garbage. What did the lightning do now? I'm breaking my conjured stuff. Dome. This is a speed 45. I'll need to get some other ingredients for that. That reminded me to go check that in my alchemy room. Get ingredients from the multiplier chest. Some huge mushrooms, What's this one? Come on. What's that worth? And see the months of gold there. The economy here gets broken way faster than the Morrowind. I guess I wouldn't really say faster. That's already quite a lot of time in. But it doesn't feel like that lot. Ship falling, sure. I feel like way less time spent in the game. Well, in fact, it was a lot. Come on. The gauntlets here. Didn't see that last time. Alright. I guess they were like... Oh yeah, I guess they like... The rocks fell all on top of them last time. Alright. Weird. Last time I killed these zombos so good, huh? Super easy, and this time it's gonna be a bit more painful. It's gonna unmask me though. Not whatever. I really need them. Start hitting and then use the soul trap probably. Kill these guys. That can hurt. No, dead end. Come on. Yeah, start hitting and then do the soul trap. That these better. Booking hard there. The same as from beginning. I mean, kinda all relative, eh? In a way easier, in a way harder. Because I would say the beginning was easier. They technically scale kind of the same way as you do. But considering the magical stuff, the problem becomes that sometimes they just can one-shot you hard. Or like two-shot basically, like zombos for example. Like one hit, you staggered and half HP gone. And you can't even do anything until second hit arrives. Stop. Oh, this one is actually on target, right? Ah, that's nice. That's a good one then. Scaling is a bit of a weird stuff. Like I can see which problems it solves. Yeah, but I kinda see many more degrees though. Scaling I would say is pretty nice for something like ESO though. The MMO. From the perspective of being able to do any content you want in any order you want. But in single player, not sure. Only one, good, huh? for? A shield. Be up here, guy. Fuck this, yeah, look at the damage. That's right, it's kinda bent to a backtrack like that. I got some souls. I need more. That's probably a common soul also, right? Unique. Not probably common, this one, I guess. Let's chart this stuff. At 800, okay, not too bad, I guess. Shot. It already burned, but I'll try to make it faster. The never enough challenge stuff, yeah. Well, I couldn't really like fine tune the areas and experiences because you never know where a player will go. You're free to do whatever. So I just wanted to keep it so you can't really go somewhere and just slam against the wall. And so you also can go and get some easy breezy experience there. So I can see the appeal, eh? I'm not sure if it worked that good. Well, I guess it kinda did, but at what cost? At what cost? At what price? Something like a hybrid system would be good for that. So you have some sort of scaling in place, but not like too much. Maybe on like part of the enemies. Maybe only to some extent. And there it is. Let's not die this time. At least I saved this time, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad, huh? buff. I'm gonna do this fairy buff. Scale it too. A bit too many of you boys. That actually will do. Not very bright. That's nice. There's someone friend though. You burn already. That guy got that grab though. No. I need to rebuff first. Get silenced. Come on. You can fuck around with no mana. Since we rely on the feather. Unfortunately. Charges, let me see him. Could add some more. Get a new one just now. So are they petty then? That's kinda weak. That's kinda weak. We have a greater one. That's gonna be a massive load. Huh? How much is it? 1,200. Not bad. Huh? Okay, need to capture some more. Some regening through here. Not too bad. Yeah, there should be some there, I think. No, it's not. That's good, huh? There we go. Put the bone meals. I'll take it. That's more crafting. There's some other pieces of gear. Shoes, shield, gauntlets. Should we pin somewhere? Kiros is there, probably where the marker is, though. Not sure if the full set even is needed, huh? Yeah, that guy there. Lightning here. Great time. Tentacles. The roots. The roots. Come on. Dude. Stop. That was too fast. Too heavy and nothing fancy. Alright. Yeah, this is the Kiros. And this sorted there. It's precise. There should be more though. I can get the full set. It really makes a difference though. But I mean, might as well. Oh, there we go. That's the grease. The problem is, yeah, I can't carry all of it. Guess some of that. Some of this I could teach. Oh yeah, maybe it's time. Should be able to get to any, especially with this. It's not the best one. No more. That's better. Okay, fine. These nuts, baby. 45 health, also fatigue. Come on. That's 45 strength. I can use that one too. That's good. 45 agility I can do also. Not too bad. Not you. Oh yeah, didn't kill the ogre this time. Yeah, I can be Leon. I didn't collect the crops there nearby, whatever. It's fine. 42 string. Not bad. luck. Okay, this one's kind of useless. Health restore, fine. 45 agility, I had that one. Shield and 45 agility dispel though. I mean, try. What is good at dispel then? What do I have here? That is a shock, fire shield. Wait, does fire shield like damaging when they hit? Kinda seems like it, no? Yeah, whatever. Oh, there's shock shield on this one. Get rid of the stuff I don't need and level up. That's good. And the visibility. Some magic. I can do this. Still not good enough. Well, I could use just the strain potion or whatever. The problem is, by fast travel, it's gonna be over. Then I will need to chug another one. And I have to though. It doesn't feel that satisfying. I get the 45 strain spell also. At least for some situations like that. Come on. There's still something heavy. Don't want to process stuff just for the sake of it though, really. I guess some I could though. Oh, wait a sec. Has some more 45 health. Got fatigue damage. Yeah, not gonna change that much though, so. Yeah, still 20 to get rid of. I guess, fine. Let's ditch this. And there was this, whatever. I'll take it. That's probably on the other side where the cave-in was. I see. There's some treasures. The insane riches. This way, I think, was it? I didn't loot some of these here. There's the bone. I don't want that. I actually picked that up already by accident. It wouldn't surprise me. No, I guess I picked it already, alright. All of them. You right. Shouldn't even be that far. It's probably gonna be above gun. Classic. Thank you, heavy stuff.
Did you find? Hello again. Have you had any luck finding the sword and armor?
Should be,
You
though.
found them. Fantastic. I can't tell you what this means to me.
The sword and armor. What can we do with them, though? If I don't give them to her, what I'm gonna even do to that shit, to be honest? I guess I can sell it better. That's the only thing I can see. Whatever.
Oh, why, thank you. This will be enough to pay off my debtors. Please keep the sword and armor until I can pay you back. Thank you again. I can't tell you how much your help means to me.
Okay, so we just like keep all the stuff to myself. Yeah. Totally worth it. The Brosive set. What was the sword actually even? Frost damage 5 points and strike. 100 uses though. Damn son. Can smash with that a lot. Yeah, you can sell it for more money though, I have to say. Well, kind of hard to sell for like armor and sword for 1,000. Need a lot of haggling for that, but I guess we got a bunch of other stuff. Just gonna save it into the collection, I guess. I guess. Give me Belnar. How's the life? The golden hour, man. Take the selfies for Instagram. Let's go. Let's see. And that was in Cheating Hall. Convenient. That's where the house is. Questo.
What is it?
Slow the man.
You need to finish out the contract with Bienna Amelian in Water's Edge. What's the status?
Done.
Paid her debt off yourself, did you? Not gonna get rich that way, meat. Still, the job's done. Here's your payment.
I mean, I got the armor too. I can have it.
You're due for advancement. I hereby name you Protector of the Fighters Guild.
Hell yeah.
I've been told to send you to Coral for some duties. Speak with Orion.
Fine.
Take care.
I spoke with
House. A glorious empty house. Almost. Sure, why, but still, sure. I'll go check the ingredients. Maybe train some stuff too. Who's training here? Yeah, you need to bring your stuff, I remember.
Bye.
But one day, don't worry. Using my... Alright, I guess. So like when it multiplies something, you probably need to take it completely. You wait it for a week, then come back and load it again. Because the thought scripting can handle this stuff. You sure it? The Hogwarts is right here indeed. It's like I multiplied some ectoplasm. Took the excess ectoplasm. Left one in. But it still reset it instead of like making 10 more. Nice scripting, brother. Very nice. But I kinda want more of that ectoplasm though. Some other stuff to multiply. And the willpower, that's nice. Chameleon, the Visa, 45 speed. It's kind of like at least more easy to find. Fine, let's get this one, sure. Alright. Give me that free sheet. Oh, yeah, this is the Hogwarts game. We already Dumbledore, basically. The Archmage PP again. Hey, Steven. Good morning.
What is it, citizen?
Sleeping still. Wonder who's teaching shit here.
I am at your service, Archmage.
Scholars.
What can I do for you, Archmage?
We'll meet sometime later and compare notes.
Any teachers?
We'll speak again later, apprentice.
Finished that class yesterday? No, I have not.
Fellow Magister, may I speak with you?
That feels like that takes a while. It takes a while to actually finish that.
What can I do for you, Archmage? I hope I can help.
Alright, some spells to make. But I need to learn stuff first. He's not in Mage Guild now.
What can I do for you, Archmage?
Sarkais don't think she was teaching anything. That one seems like gonna take a while to finish. Not sure if you technically even kinda finish it. There should be like some bosses and everything, and the witch and everything.
Hello, guildmate.
But still, seems like there might be even more than that. And that was Witch Tower. Let's see if there's someone else. Someone here.
Hello, guildmate.
Nothing, cause just literally practicing stuff.
Ah!
Alright. Very dangerous staircases there again. This one maybe can teach alchemy, but I think we're quite loaded with that already.
Martina
A master enchanter. He can't even teach me, come on.
Bye.
Take out the Arcane University and no one can teach you shit. Come on, Dana.
Hello. I hope I can help.
No, you can't.
When I know more, I'll come find you.
What is this school, eh? That no one teaches you. There's wine laying here that I left here. That's unlucky. Guess I could try some local guilds. No. Summon Coral was it though? Let's see. Yes, 1 here. A fake stave, indeed. Seems like it. The actual morning,
It's my pleasure. Please continue. I've got another job for you, slightly off the record. You'll be going on a mission with Varanus Daunton. Yes, the Guildmaster's son. You're to accompany him and make sure he succeeds. He needs some time in the field to get his confidence up, or he'll never become a good warrior. Valena coddles the boy too much. Doesn't want him in the line of fire. Suppose it's no surprise after Vitellis. His mother's been holding him back, protecting him. You'll go to Nonwell Cavern with him. Galtus Previa was lost there, and you're to find him.
Hello. How are we doing?
And not a word of this to the Guildmaster. Go find him. He'll be in the Daunton house, most likely. And bring him back in one piece.
Sure.
We got the contract from his aunt. Was in Nonwell looking for gems of some sort. Never heard from again. You and Varanus, go find him.
Oh, Varanus.
Valena Daunton's eldest son. Good man. We lost him on a botched mission recently. You've probably seen the other wounded around. If you're smart, you'll steer clear of the subject around the Guildmaster. Perhaps you and I will have time to discuss it more later.
Sus.
Time's wasting.
No, det see. That doesn't sound good. Not the comfy way to sleep.
Knowledge is power.
Alright, you already can't help me. Unlucky.
Take care.
A pleasure to...
Nothing.
Bye.
The alchemy guy is useless.
What can I do for you, Archmage? Excuse me.
Useless,
Knowledge
right?
is the key to success.
Still useless, though.
Goodbye. Hello, wizard.
Can
A
we talk
pleasure to
about
speak.
training? Yeah.
If you wish to learn more about alteration, you'd be wise to consult Tooth in the Sea, if you can find him, that is. I believe he's currently residing somewhere north of Bravil. Spends most of his time in Nibbin Bay, I understand. And I do mean in Nibbin Bay.
See, he's swimming there somewhere, okay.
You too.
So this mysticism alteration already. I think conjuration I should be able still to learn from them. It's not that good. It's not that good on me yet. No one still around sleeping. Not really. It looks like it, Steve. Looks like it. Seems solid then. Seems solid there. The cursed smiles, yeah. Yeah, no better faces mods. Maybe
Well
that's
met.
why.
Let's get to training.
Conjuration we still can use.
I'm willing to teach if there's much I can. Let's get to training. You've got a lot to.
That's good.
Take care.
Might return to you later. It seems like all those super trainers to find, they request you some shit already.
Hi.
Like 20 bear pelts. It's a bit of a doofus, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit oof. I think I stole from your shit already, I remember.
Greetings, guildmate. What can I do for you? I'm Varanus Daunton. What can I do for you? A mission? Well, of course. I'm sure we can do this. You say this came from Orion himself. Well, perhaps I should speak with Mother first. Oh, I'm prepared, of course. I'm sure there's no need to speak to Mother at all. Let's go.
Saucy stuff,
You must
though.
be in Nonwil somewhere. Let's get there quickly. I'm with you.
Some saucy action. Been there kinda close. Here you go then. But I think it's faster from here. Maybe you can get some bears. There it is. Man, it's like 8 per pelt though. Yeah. Come on. The dodges. Ja, det är nog good. Can you handle the bear, bro? No, you die before we get there even. No heals for him. I feel like he might die before that even. Potentially. Good boy. Yeah, some ruins might as well, I guess. Close. Not that close. To put it mildly. There's wolves around here. Maybe there's bears now. I wouldn't mind that. I need 20 pelts for destruction magic teacher. Well, actually, I haven't talked with her after loading before she asked for something else. Go, brother. Auctions coming. Alright, the cavern. Gilda's Previa. No, already. Alright. Brother Lux, the fuck are you doing? He's already unconscious, at least he's not dying here. Now again. Make sure nothing happens with him. By the way. Yeah, this not on. He's up. Alright. Good job. You did it. You did it. Almost on your own. Come on. Empty. Come on. Did you even find them? Makes senses to the walls and stuff. That was a rat. That was crabby, I knew. Like this is it a crab? How would there be a crabby here? Huh? Should be rat instead. It wasn't. What's up? Hello. What up? What up? There I see. You already make a Reddit account to discuss those pixels on the cockpit and everything. And the hidden portraits of Toda. Nice, Steve. Nice. Enjoy, enjoy. Sounds good, man. You're already doing the exercise for Starfield now? Are you already on it? This is the USA, huh? Why not? Why not? Any exercise is good exercise, dude. Any movement is nice. It's nice. It seems like the same place to get in this lead then. Or guess I'm gonna go get some bun on. One moment. Breath and flow. How was that? Nice. So. Heal you up. And maybe it'll be useful. Also the yoga YouTube channel, let's see, huh? Yoga these nuts, them son. Issues with body, keeping his mission complete, and fulfilled at all times, The downward dog, eh? But it's more about the up dog, eh? The legendary. The legendary. There we go. Alright, this, and let's go. Early Ogres. My brother, don't do it. Actually, I guess he could run anyway, right?
Do your worst.
My brother, I have something to do with you. Are you ult on hello? How we doing? Come on. Say mithril, and I'll take it. Rather, I actually not. It's not an entrance in the same one. Seems like, at least. Seems like. Here he goes, and about to get Shrek probably. I managed to hit him actually there. Oh, what a guy. I do have some, right? You like what you see? You relax, dude. Come on. Come on. Din sin trollge, man. Han sin trollge. Okay, so how we will deal with these guys? You're gonna just aggro everything. Alright, load it in. He's already in. Can I pause, please? Brother. Well, you agreed that early. Fans. I rushed to the room then. Without healing him. It's not very bright anyway. Oh, no, there's two of them even. Alright. Gun. Send him in another realm there. Keep it out there. Look, this guy is up, and he also just silenced me there. What a chump. Imagine silencing ogres. Sure will help. He's back there, huh? Alright, got some souls at least. Good. Don't run anywhere yet. Though you will, but not yet. Yuck. That's ground one, alright. Better RNG there. Garbo. A heavy Garbo. Yes, he's gonna start running there. Well, first. Run now. Not better than yet. I got only one even. Convenient. Good job, dude. Actually good. He's still fighting there. That's not that good. I think you did, right? I'll take it. Still going. Now we got the army there. Souls. There we go. He's still being bullied by Ogre then. Yeah. It's not a troll too, judging by the sound. He's doing work though. I'll give him that. Slowly. Slow and invincible wins the race. Yeah, one day you will kill them. I need more buy-ins for all the spells there, though. Alright, troll up there. Ogre. Just flying around dying. Secret them, die low. Yeah, we do, man. That's how he gets confidence. I mean, look at the gains, dude. The guy technically died so many times, and he's still getting up and fighting. That's very confident, man. That's becoming Giga-Chad. Never give up. Never surrender. Nice, good, nice. Doing good, man, doing good. Well, don't throw him at me at least. Get some heavy armor. It hurts. Yeah, I've been through shit, man. Becoming a man. The real man. After so many deaths. I mean, probably gonna die anyway, like actually, so might as well, you know, prepare. Stretch himself for the real death. We already were fighting this one, so no, I think we weren't. Keep burning, so I can see something at least. The soul has gone there. No soul gem large enough. Ah. That was some chunky troll, huh? You just like put some common stuff. Where are they all grand? There's some chunky trolls there. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, they're not that great. Their gems are not good enough for them even. No bad, no bad. 1,600, quite grand. Quite grand indeed. That's where we need to go. That means it's not where we go. Base absorption. Nah. Here's something. A lot of passages here. Got a lot of them blocked. Don't tell me this too. But this is actually where we need to go. Minotaur, nice. Kinda seems like the place though. I was gonna book it there anyway. I have this too. That I could sell. Good job, huh? 45 endurance, alright. I'm getting confused there for a sec. Come on. Personality necklace, alright. How did can you use them? Didn't even die to Minotaur. I'll already be able to brag about it. Sounds like some exit here probably, right? Seems like it. I think I did it in a little bit different order here. mean the soul gems. This way first, probably then. So I can find the guy. Alright, he gone. He gone. The broken shield there. 45 speed dome. Yeah, could be not too bad. Kinda bad. We can craft way better. It was necessary. Where did this guy go? Yes, we gotta return. Which one was that? Not this one, right? This one blocked. Yeah. That one. Show different exit, but might as well. This was an exit after all. And it seems closer to. Wait for it, huh? And then we'll be using everything.
What is it?
I got him.
You're back. What have you found out about Galtus Pravia's disappearance?
He gone.
Dead. Damn. What got him?
Creatures inside.
I suppose that's it then. Odd that there weren't creatures around the body though, and that it hadn't been eaten. I'll pay Donton for his contract, and I've got this for you. Good work getting him back in one piece. I might make a real soldier of you yet.
I probably maybe needed to do the Minotaur after or something. Yeah, whatever. Short Sword of the Inferno.
I'm going to need you to find Maglir again, the little fetcher.
Again.
Wish I knew what happened. He had a contract for a local mage in Bravil. Didn't seem like a particularly difficult assignment. He hasn't reported to the client at all. Get yourself down to Bravil and find Maglir. Make sure that contract of his gets
Get down to Bravil,
and
huh?
send him to me. You'll need to track down Maglir. Again. Look for him in Bravil. Now go.
Come to Bravil. Alright,
Stop
sure.
staring at me. Let's get to work.
We were encumbered again. That sells. Oh, yeah, this one. Give me this shit. Request in Brazil, yeah. They really want you to come there. 20 points. It's basically kind of the same stuff. I could use it, whatever, fine. I'll sell some of that probably. Let's see, there's still fighting going on. I would love to see some trading.
A pleasure.
Hurry.
You too.
Never lucky.
What's the story?
Like,
Please, go
change
ahead.
the clothes and stuff.
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Still with the shield and everything, though. Oh, I guess everything's closed then.
What is it?
And more orderless. Not everything good, eh? It's probably 800 here, though.
Greetings.
Okay, yes.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Something
You've
fell
got
there.
a lot. Can I interest
wasn't
you
me.
in some of my wares?
800, yeah. Ah, that's fine. Wasn't me. Some necklaces. I can get better one if needed anyway.
A fine transaction.
Alright, style. Okay, this 45 is. Give you a shield. Had to store a bunch of these. Yeah, let's get 45s. Good in the visa. And this drain int, drain willpower, strain personality. I keep it just in case. Keep poisons though.
You got a great. You've.
And this one, whatever. There's some better potions than this.
A fine
38% paralysis resist. Could be kind of good in some enemies if I'll encounter
You've
them.
made a good.
Also not about the money anymore, really. A bunch of reflecting. Fire shield. It's not defense against fire, I think, right? Because resist usually fire or something. Same with shock. It's like you're shocking or burning whoever attacks you.
That seems a fair price.
Not sure. Got some scuba. Drain potions, poisons are nice. Some good spell absorb. Yes, whatever. Actually, I can keep whatever. Whatever.
Come
Okay,
back
fine.
and see. Farewell.
Weapons I wanted to sell though. Not even that late yet, come on. It's opens late, I think, wasn't it? Alright. Some snow. Still got cucumber, alright. Sure.
Hello. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all series. A good price.
let's see.
A good price. An excellent bargain.
Yeah, those are kind of key to have. Don't have the lightning stuff though, that kind of sucks. Guess I have a dagger at least. Not even that much to sell, eh? Guess we the load on this one and sell two probably. If I can sell these, whatever.
A fine train. I appreciate your business.
Sure.
Take care.
It's like all the alchemical shit. I swear. I'll swear. I'm gonna go pick this up.
Speak.
How do you...
Give me my free ingredients. I'll take it. So we need to take all of them actually. You can take leave one, but for some reason it also got deleted last time, so I guess I need to come back in the week and then put it in. Then it will get multiplied, huh?
Hello.
Otherwise, I guess when it's like the week is past, it just kind of like refreshes the chest completely. So everything's gone inside, huh? The insane script and dude, huh? Let's go store stuff. I might have some scrolls, huh?
I hope I can help.
What
can I interest you in?
Just a little bit. Need to buy some soul stones. I could buy some better bells back actually. That's not too bad, huh? Just need to find all the traders,
Thank you.
who I sold it to.
Take care.
Because I already sold a bunch of bells, really. They might be needed for the quest.
You look like a bright one.
In this city, everyone looks bright. At this time of the day, not just me. Let's see. Now this one I'm gonna use. This one I need to use too. That's for enchanting, potentially. And there's like a whole bunch of stuff. And some fortifies them. Speed 45. Sounds kind of nice. Much of this, much of this. Some of the reflect. shields. Yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, this one don't really need them. Can mix it with something else I don't really need them. Like this. That's actually not even too bad, huh? Not even that bad, huh? Got some personality fortify in the visa. What did I have for endurance actually? Don't remember. Useless. Also don't really need them. Strength 45 I could use them. Strength 45 was this. There we go. Nice, Nick, nice. Sounds good, huh? Sounds good, huh? Magic. I just use this, whatever. To remove stuff. And visa. And this was speed 45. So let's store. Yeah, do you have this? Oh, that's int 45. Wait, what was the luck one? Was also some fruit or something, wasn't it? Not that the pair was speed 45, alright. This one would make some big and downside, I think, wasn't it? Wasn't it? The willpower. He boss please, hello. How we doing? How's life? Let's just store this stuff, whatever. These nuts. This. That's on this 5. 45 endurance. I don't remember actually. They have a bunch of that. Seems quite new. Let's do this way. Store some of this. Can do it in case of emergency. Hooray, not too bad. I never heard of Chain Echoes. It's quite a new one. I played on First Look Friday a little bit. It was good, huh? Seems like a very nice JRPG, huh? Oh, very nice. Alright, so they want us to come to Bravil. Sure. It's made by one person, was it? That I actually don't know. That I actually don't know. I mean, it could be. It could be.
We have no emperor and no heir. That's never happened.
Could do it by preferences, probably some anime or something, because it's JRPG. I would guess. Go to Brazil, find out why Maglira defaulted another contract. Alright, let's see.
Take care.
Any fellow hobos,
I'm at your service, Archmage.
No much.
A pleasure to speak with you. Maglia? Oh, I think I've seen him. Try in the Lonely Suitor Lodge.
Let's see.
Bye.
That ain't the one. German pixel art game is attacked by anime. Well, I mean, it kinda is a bit, you could say, stylistically, I guess. That's a Warlock's Luck. It's JRPG after all, huh? Like the RPG Maker looking one. Maybe actually even made an RPG Maker, wouldn't be surprised really. And that one actually has quite a lot of bangers made on it. It's not about them.
How fare thee, friend?
It's not only about the Coomer games.
And no heir. That's never happened before.
Are you bad again for something?
I've heard others say the same.
See, you step up your game in gear at least. That's nice. Means you're probably gonna be fighting you soon, right?
Maybe you can teach me something.
You again. I imagine I know why you're here, Guildrat. Defaulted? That all you talk about? I'm Blackwood Company now. Plenty of work, the pay is good, and I don't have Orain on my back all the time. Look, I know that you covered for me before, so I'll give you this one. Talk to Ariari at the Mages Guild for the job. After this, we're done.
Alright, sure.
What can I do for you?
Wait, new monster now.
You too.
How are you today?
Anime simply anime story and anime bones to go with it. Well, I mean, then a lot of games that are considered weeb are not weeb. Yeah, no. If you define it by that.
Greetings, guildmate.
I guess anime story also might be quite
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
I don't think that
quite the
Gilgaltra
flexible
really
way to do
wants
it.
run Silverhome on the water. He never seems happy when.
Can bend it at your will. Now, what you gonna call weeb or not? Alright,
It's
see you.
about time someone from the Fighters Guild showed up. I've got work for you to do. I need imp gall for my research.
Don't think I have that somewhere. Actually, I had, but I probably processed it already.
I need imp gall for my studies. 10 portions of it, in fact.
Shit.
Since I hired the Fighters Guild, I expect you to get it done.
I already used my
And
magic
carefully,
chest.
Please.
But magic chest.
You might check Robbers Glen Cave for the imp gall.
Alright,
That place has been known to contain the imps.
that works.
Doesn't look like you have it yet. Let me know when you do.
Sure.
I'll be waiting right here.
You better, you better. Dying Light is sci-fi. I mean, I guess. I guess. Alright, the key, you're sure. Where is that one? I already have it. That's nice. Convenient. I guess it kind of like defined by, you know, how you categorize the sci-fi or something, I guess. Might be just like very, you know, a very AoE drop of that term. Let's put it that way. It's like we have, for example, like the genre, I guess. That's called just Fantastica, basically. So it could be like anything, like fantasy to sci-fi and all the other shit. I get the shield on. It is on. Should be. Idiot. Yes. Now I see it. She's there too. I mean, sorta. They all sorta are. So they kind of just the subgenres there. They are just kind of subgenres for it. That would work in my categorization at least. It is fiction, but not exactly super science, I guess. Hearts of Iron, that is already a big stretch out of everything else. That is true. That is true. I guess you're making your own fiction there. Yeah, 10 Imgal. Can we find 10 here? Surprise me. Rip. There'll be 2. Skill to Oblivion at least. I'll take it. Oblivion mods, which mods? On Steam? Yuck. Yuck. That would imply they exist. I think there is like 30, probably, wasn't it? And they sometimes do be existing. Guess whenever someone is reporting some games or something, maybe then they check. Other than that, I don't think they do much. Doom is Cyberpunk. I mean, I guess if you kind of stretch it much, with some of the corpus and everything. Quite the stretch, though. Yeah, sci-fi I think works, though. Why not? For me, I would need to see the academic definition of it. For me, it does work. For me, outside of like Hearts of Iron, I would say so. Personally, a marksman 45 I can sell at least. Get some ground soul gems. Get one of those souls. Electric imps there. Categorize them loosely. Oh, that's the thing. Like, it's not even like the Steam categorizing. It's basically just the user tags. I think devs also have some sort of tags they can set up, but it's pretty much kind of the same stuff, really. All still comes down to what users put in. Come on. And yeah, it's kind of like the nesting system in a way. You could say so. Not exactly nesting. It's more like you can categorize stuff as like sci-fi, kind of like generic. And on top of that, later with other tags, you can specify what exactly it is. And zombies and stuff, get the zombies in. As a separate tag. Hero hugs hello. Okay, what is this? Brother. I'm getting debated. Then. It's going alright today so far. What is this? What is this lock? Stop beating me. Come on. Hey, dog. That's what's scuffed. Chest was quite unlucky there. I should have enough him goals from this one. Seems like. Scuba here. I don't see me. You fly right here. Bye-bye. That should be enough. But I mean, might as well. No. Every time. Just Vaseline every slope there. I mean, that kind of works. Cross it that way. Rip. Fountain, nice. But why this time you went this way, bro? This time we needed to throw him other way. Why would you do that? Yeah, this one is blocked. Well, it seems kind of dead end then. No, actually, no, this one. Nothing crazy. A military under sci-fi and cyberpunk as themes and moods. Alright. Is the Hearts of Iron getting that way there? That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Maybe this way they kind of like specify that as, you know, like fantasy violence or something. Or kind of like, you know, the ratings and law perspective. Like, see, it's sci-fi, dude. So it's clearly fantasy and everything. It's not actual humans. Who? The European Universal is there too. The fiction. I mean, it is fiction though. Is it that science? Oh, that's another question. Let's try this big boy. That's what you get for having horns too big, bro. That's what you get. Must suck. Should have trimmed the horns, brother. My destruction. Minotaur Lord even then, son. Yeah, if it would be some pleb Minotaur, he would actually fit. A light on self then, son. The Moon Shadow Gauntlets. The Maximal Magica. Insane. Need to find more stuff with endurance. Out of alchemical ingredients. Don't really need to, but I mean, it would be nice. Collect. It's like a little short list. There's all C and B on top of that now. And some mods for like the immersive environments and weather. Gonna put that into, huh? Alright, this place. Yeah, we're just going back, I guess. Is that looted, right? Other than that, that's pretty much it. Well, starter removal is also... What's starter removal? With display fixes. Display tweaks, I think. Yeah, the part of... display tweaks and starter removal are part of Oblivion Reloaded combined. But I would recommend combined though. Like it's supposed to be kind of like the minimized version of the regular Oblivion Reloaded. But it also is a little bit more annoying to tune. And to be honest, all what you save in performance by using that one, which is in my case, for example, you don't even notice that save in performance anyway. Like PC thankfully can run fine, but it also has such amazing implementation of shadows that it kills performance completely anyway. So might as well just go with regular Oblivion Reloaded, or maybe even without. I don't really even need an A and B on top of that, but I kinda needed not needed, but I wanted, because I run like stock shadows, so I decided to get E and B on top to make it a little better for the stock shadows. Completely vanilla, yeah. Well, I would say some unofficial patches and stuff would be nice to have though. Not gonna lie. That you probably kinda want to have. And then yeah, then you start modding things and then you never really stop. Something is always there to fix or to tune. Super jump, huh?
You look skilled in alteration.
So please stay right there where you said you will stay, eh? No, you're not staying, but kinda.
Have you found that imp gall for me yet?
I did, eh?
You've got it. Looks fresh, too. I realize you'll be paid by your superior, but take this as well. It might come in handy in your work.
Who? The shielding. Alright, I see you.
Next time, on time, please.
No, not on me. That wasn't me. Oh, that dude, huh? Decided to change jobs while the client is waiting. That was Coral or was it cheating? Coral, I think, yeah. Let's do it. Let's get the coffee after probably already. About time. About time, and then more games await. More games for today.
What is it? Shouldn't you be taking care of Maglir's contract?
Took care of?
I can't believe we lost another to that bunch. Well done taking care of the contract, though. We can't afford to lose any of them these days. Here's your payment for completion of the contract. I think it's time for us to discuss the Blackwood Company a bit.
Sure.
They weren't always a threat. Small-scale mercenary band, until Riza Kar took over. Then came the fat Imperial contracts. After a mission in Blackmarsh, they set up shop in Leowin, more ruthless than ever. It needs investigating. First, though, you need advancement.
Sure.
Your service to the guild has not gone unnoticed. Henceforth, you will carry the rank of Defender. Bear the title proudly.
Sure.
I've got something for you, but we're not going to talk about it here. I want you to meet me at my house after sundown. We'll talk more then.
Sure.
Later.
The house. Living in the barracks. Where is this? After the sundown. So you already go in there.
Greetings.
So, brother. It's kinda early for that. He's already moving. Taking the scenic route through the graveyard. Let's see. Which one's yours?
How goes it? Good afternoon. I understand that the Black
turn.
works cheaper than the Fighters Guild.
Ah, you beat me there. Good Axer, die low.
Greetings to you.
No, he's taking the scenic route. Oh no, that's his house actually. Yeah, that's some weak paychecks here, guys, in the Warriors Guild. Yeah, with such habitations for the people in charge. Yeah? Of course, everyone's working with different company now. Yes, Steve, I see. Yes, Steam Oblivion, Steam Oblivion. This Steam. And the new thumbnails even. It wasn't properly patched before even. Somehow wouldn't surprise me. Alright, let's go get that coffee then. I get that coffee, and then for today we're gonna have Sons of Valhalla demo. And what was the name of that one? Always forgetting that. Always forgetting that one. Needs no tweaks to get mods working? Well, I mean, they're all pretty much kind of the same. Depending on what kind of mods you want to get. It kind of might be the other way around, because GOG version probably already has some stuff installed. So you might need to look into that. Hopefully. I think you still need to get like the rye brush mostly. The rye bash. Recommended usually. And then yeah, then you need to still kind of get a whole bunch of stuff anyway. So might as well. It works fine with Steam. Still unofficial patches and stuff. And then all good then. Official patches kind of like fresh enough. Alright, let's get to the kitchen then. Get that coffee going.